Hey there, everybody. Okay, so we have 2 minutes until we're going to get started. So if you're on right now, go ahead and just text me and let me know that you're on, and this will enter you into our drawing for being on live tonight. So congratulations to you for making the decision to put a little time aside tonight to power up your week and just get in the right state of mind to have a successful week. So go ahead and just text me that you're on live right now, and then we'll get started here in just a minute. See here. I'm going to take a picture and let everybody know we're on. Yay. Okay. So if you're on right now, just text me and let me know that you're on. And also when you text me, let me know what your wins were for this week. So it could be you got a new booking or you have some bookings on your date book, but whatever they are, go ahead and just text me with those as well as that you can hear me okay. All right. All right, so we'll wait. Oh, we have a viewer. Yay. Okay, so if you just jumped on, go ahead and just text me that you're on, and then also with your wins from the past week. So it would be from Sunday to last Sunday with what your wins were for the week. And also that you're on, and this will put you into the raffle for being on live. All right, and just checking my phone. We'll get started here in about 1 minute. All right. Okay, yeah, just go ahead and text me that you're on. All right, and then go ahead, if you just jumped on a Hangout, go ahead and just text me that you're on live and with what your wins were for the past week. So Amber, I see you're on, and then go ahead and just text me with what you did this week or one thing that you accomplished that you're super excited about. All right, adjust my camera and we're gonna get started here. Nicole is on, okay, good. Nicole and Amber, I see that you're both on. Perfect. And then just text me with your wins from the past week. And let's see here. Deanna, I see you're on. Yay! I'm so happy you guys can see me. Okay, good. Alrighty. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you're jumping on late, go ahead and just text me with that you're on and that you had your wins or what you did this week and what you're super excited about. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and I'm just gonna start with some announcements. First announcement I have is that we still have our monthly promotion going on. So make sure to go ahead and check that on our Facebook page, because some of you are literally like this close from hitting the prizes for this month for working your business. So make sure to check those out. And then congratulations to all of you guys who earned your pink little super cute clutch from Mary Kay for placing your $450 wholesale order. That is so exciting. And that clutch is super cute. And you know what I love most about those little prizes is that they are amazing conversation pieces when you're, at the bank and you pull it out and the girl behind the teller says, oh my gosh, that is so cute. It starts a great conversation, and it's a great way to work your business, when you're out and about. So that's what I always use those for too. Don't give it to your mom or anything. You want to use it and have it like in your purse available so that people can see, yeah, oh my gosh, Mary Kay gives you all those prizes. So congratulations to you guys for achieving that. And then I did want to make a huge announcement. So tomorrow night, Monday Night Live in Vacaville, we have our meeting at 7 o'clock. And tomorrow night we have a guest speaker. And Michelle Hager is one of my dearest friends in Mary Kay. She is amazing. Like if you're in this place right now where you just need something, you need to come hear Michelle, because Michelle will like shake up your world. But at the same time, like she is the biggest teddy bear you will ever meet in your entire life. So, and one thing I wanted to, sorry, this hair is like driving me crazy. Okay. And one thing I wanted to, say along with that is that when I was a consultant, you guys, I made those investments. I made those investments to drive to Sacramento, San Jose, San Francisco, wherever I heard that there was going to be an amazing speaker, I was there. And I don't know that that was, directly correlated to my success, but I will tell you in those moments, there were pivotal things that I heard from those speakers that truly impacted my business and impacted my future. And what I was doing in that moment, it's like you always hear that right thing. So, if you live an hour away or 2 hours away, pack up your car, come with a girlfriend, grab a Starbucks and come to Vacaville. We have a guest speaker tomorrow night, and she's amazing. Like, you won't leave disappointed, I promise. So if you guys can make that happen, that would be awesome, because I really do want to pack the house. She's coming about an hour and a half away from where she lives, and I really want to, respect her by having a lot of people there, and also just showing that we're super excited to hear from her. So please come to that. And the studio will be open around 6 o'clock. So if you get there a little bit early, you can watch a skincare class that will be happening beforehand. So that's that. And then also every Monday night, we do have our live meeting in Vacaville. So make sure to attend that. Or if you live really far away, we sometimes record it. So let me know, and we can always get you plugged in that way. And then just be conscious that month end is coming up here shortly. So on month end, you're going to want to make sure to get your orders in at a good amount of time, like early enough, so that way you don't get a delay on your shipping. And I just wanted to announce that ahead of time, so that way everybody kind of knew, if you have orders to get in, you want to get those in right away. Because at the end of the month, what happens is everybody's placing orders, and so yours is going to take a little bit longer to get here. So just FYI on that. And then okay, so tonight I really want to dive into our training, and I want to respect everybody's time. So we're going to be done by 7:30 tonight. But tonight I really want to talk about, I know it sounds kind of funny, but like, I want you to imagine that you are a car, and it's called your Mary Kay car. Like, this is my Mary Kay car. I'm right here. I'm in my Mary Kay car. And I want to talk about 5 red lights that could be happening in your Mary Kay business to be slowing down your Mary Kay car, or, the accelerator just isn't going like it quite used to be, or something's a little bit off. And so I really wanted to dive into what a couple of those things might look like for you, and so that you can really evaluate, like, okay, that is happening, and identify that that's happening to yourself, and then figure out how we can get around that. So all of my examples are like, it's as if you were driving a car. So I don't do all of these things, but I know it sounds kind of silly. But, number one tonight, I really want to dive in and talk about your habits. Habits are huge. Habits form and shape your life. Habits also, shape your children's lives, or anybody's life that, you're a part of. And so what I want to talk about when it comes to habits is, imagine that your foot is firmly pressed down on the accelerator. So your foot is down on the gas pedal. You're going as fast as you can, but you're not going anywhere. Well, what might be happening is that your handbrake is on, and it's, your car's not going anywhere, but you feel like you're going somewhere. Your foot's down, you're doing all the right motions, but you have the handbrake on. Something's still holding you back. And so tonight, I really want you to dig into that, and I want you to, try to think about releasing that handbrake. What would that look like? A couple of examples of habits that need to be formed, or maybe are in the process of forming. These are just some examples of habits that people don't have, and it kind of helps. It kind of stops their car from moving as fast as they want it to. So the first one would be waiting for the right moment. So often I hear women say, oh, I'm going to work my Mary Kay business after I have my baby, or after I'm done breastfeeding. And, I was working my Mary Kay business when I was breastfeeding and talking on the phone. And it was just one of those things that was a priority to me. And I knew that the longer I waited, it was going to be the longer amount of time to where I felt more like steady. I felt more safe and secure by working my business when I didn't necessarily want to, or wasn't convenient, but I did it anyways, so that I could have future choices when that baby was walking and running around and going to the park. I could go. I didn't have to worry about calling in sick or anything like that. Another thing is needing approval. And so sometimes we wait for somebody to give us approval, like maybe it could be your husband or your mom or your sister. And what I know is that it doesn't matter what other people think unless they're paying your bills. And so, it's really important to me that my, future husband, Kyle, is on board with what we're doing. And what that really looks like is really just communication. And it's telling them what I'm doing, or what did I do last week, and how did it go? A lot of people just want to know what's happening, and are you getting results? And so I celebrate every win. I absolutely celebrate everything I do because it keeps me going. It gives me gas in my tank. And it really is a habit that has been formed inside of me to keep my business going. Like if you don't celebrate every win, it's kind of like your gas tank just kind of keeps dwindling. You need to constantly fill that up with celebrating along the way. Another habit that we have and we long for is perfection. And I will tell you that it's not perfection that gets anybody to where they want to be. I one time went into a national sales director's office, and I remember looking around and just thinking, like, I don't know if I can be like this. Like, she had like ribbon perfectly like on the wall, and everything was so organized, and that's just not who I am. And so I had to realize that everybody has different, quirks or flaws, and perfection just isn't a habit that you need to be successful, because really what you need is habits that are going to get you to where you want to be. So a habit might be, every day I'm going to make 1 hour of booking calls. Every day I'm going to spend, 10 minutes just following up with my current clients. Every day I'm gonna look at my date book and coach my current facial. So that means if you have a facial on your date book, I'm gonna sit there for 5 minutes and just try to like expand that facial and get more people there. And so those are habits that we want to form. Not, I'm going to wait to be perfect because, I'm not going to do anything because I'm waiting to be perfect. Like, nobody's ever going to be perfect. You're always going to have something that you're going to be working towards. And then too stubborn to let go. And so this is a big one. Sometimes something happens in our Mary Kay business and we just can't let it go. Or maybe it didn't even happen in your business. It could be in your home life, or, something rubbed you wrong. Sometimes you just have to let go of that. And it's an ego thing. It's being stubborn. But in order to get to where you want to be, so if your destination is over here and you're in your car over here, sometimes you just got to focus on getting there. You can't worry about all the small stuff along the ways. You just got to go. And if something happens or someone cuts you off along the way, you're not going to stop from going to your destination. You're still going to go there. It might have been not the easiest ride, or something might have happened along the way, or someone, flipped you the bird or something on your drive, but it's important to just focus on that end destination always. Like always, that has to always be in your mind. And then not apologizing for mistakes. And what I really mean by this is not if you do something to someone else. What I mean by this is when you don't follow through with what you set out to do, sometimes you just have to forgive yourself and move forward so that you can set out to do it again. So often as women, we say, oh, I was going to do that, and I just, I really let myself down. Well, then it's time to let yourself up and really just kind of let that go and then start over. It's never too late to start over or to redo or get better in the process. And then also is worrying. A lot of us worry, and it's something that I hate about myself, and I'm working on it. But worrying never gets us to where we want to be. The fact of the matter is that we're going to get to where we want to go, whether we worry or we don't worry. It's going to happen either way. God has a plan for us, or whatever you believe, that it's going to happen. So you can sit there and worry about it, or you can do the work and not worry. And I always say that God will bless your work. When you're working and you're doing what's right, God is going to bless that. He can't bless your work if you're not working. Like, it's kind of hard for him to do that. So stop worrying and just start working, because those results and those wins will come in the working. Comparison is something that kills. It's so hard not to do it because you want to look left and you want to look right. But comparison is something that holds us back from forming those amazing habits that we need to have, for our businesses. And then not working on your weaknesses. That's one thing that we really have to focus on. Like, what is my strength and what is my weakness? If you know something is your weakness, then that just means you just have to improve it a little bit. It's not saying you have to change who you are or color your hair blonde. It's just saying, okay, closing at the skincare class is not one of my strengths. I'm going to work on that and become better at closing at our skincare, at my skincare class. And I'm going to go watch Anna do one facial and see how she closes at her skincare class, because I want to be around people that are where I want to be, and also know that it's, what they're doing is working. All right. So number 2, when it comes to your Mary Kay car, is, if you're starting to slow down, or the red light is coming and you're just not getting quite to where you want to be, a lot of times we don't have a roadmap in Mary Kay. And so it would be like as if you were going to, the middle of California to some random address, and You get in your car and you don't have your GPS. I mean, I know a lot of us nowadays would feel extremely lost without our maps on our Google iPhone, but that's what it's like in your Mary Kay business. When you say you have a goal, or when you know that this is your ending destination and this is where you want to be, but you're not willing to look at what that roadmap looks like to get there. Everything in Mary Kay is 100% mathematical. And so, if you said tomorrow, Anna, this is how much money I need to take my kids to Disneyland, we can map out what that work looks like. Now, whether or not you're willing to do the work, that's up to you. But I will tell you that there is a roadmap for everything that you want to do in Mary Kay. If you want to become a director, or you want to become a car driver, there's a roadmap. I mean, there's tools and resources. And so it's always important to use the roadmap when you're working your business. Without GPS or without that, you're going to feel kind of lost. I mean, you're going to kind of be going towards that destination, but you're not going to know quite exactly where you're going. And that's a different feeling. I mean, we've all been lost and we've all known exactly where we're going. And those feelings that you have in both of those moments are completely different. And other roadmaps you can use would be your sales director, Mary Kay InTouch, Mary Kay Corporate. When you call Mary Kay Corporate, they are like the nicest people on the entire planet. So call them, use them. If you have questions, they are there for you. And that's why Mary Kay pays them to be there, is to help us and make our businesses better. All right, number 3 is, and this is a big one, but this is something that I've noticed lately in myself and in other people, but it's called being dollar foolish and penny wise. And so imagine like you just got a brand new BMW, and no, I mean like this car is in like mint condition. You just got it off the lot, and you get this brand new car and you spend tons of money on this car and you just love it and cherished it. And then you just never get the oil changed, and you never wash it, and you trash it. When it comes to your Mary Kay business, you have to feed into your Mary Kay business things that you want out of it. It's never a bad thing to invest in yourself and in your business. So, something like that. Actually, a perfect example would be coming to tomorrow night's training to hear a top sales director in Mary Kay talk, a single mom of 4 kids, someone who makes over 6 figures every year, has been driving pink Cadillacs for the past 7 years. Like, you want to be in her space. And yeah, maybe it might cost you some gas money or Starbucks money in my case, but it's worth it. It's worth that investment of your time. And then, of course, of your, actual money to get there. So things like that, as well as, little things that you need for your business. So never be afraid to invest in yourself and in your business, because it's only going to make you better, and it's only going to make your business grow. So it would be as if, like I said, you have that brand new beautiful car and you just don't treat it the way it needs to be treated. Your Mary Kay business is precious. Like, you put into it what you want out of it. If you're putting nothing into it, you're not going to get anything out of it. If you're nurturing it and treating it as if it's just like your best friend, it will give back to you exactly what you want it to. And that's what I love most about this opportunity. All right, number 4 is continuously looking to the left and to the right. And I touched on this a little bit earlier, but comparison. If I was driving to the middle of California to my destination, or if I was traveling to directorship in Mary Kay, or being a free car driver, and if I was looking left and right and up and down while I'm driving, that would be scary. Like, I know if some of you guys were driving with me, you'd be like, Anna, where are you going? Like, just look forward. And that's what it really comes down to when it comes to your Mary Kay business. When you have a goal and it is non-negotiable, like it is happening, you need to just look straight at that goal and do whatever it takes to get there. If you're looking left, right, up, down, everywhere else, and looking at all these other people who are doing it and making it happen, and that's a comparison game, and that's not fun unless you're using it to motivate you. If I looked at someone in our unit and I said, oh my gosh, like, she's having consistent sales weeks, she's doing awesome, I'm going to reach out to her and just see what she's doing. I'm going to use it as motivation. I'm not going to use it as like, oh, she doesn't have kids like I do, or whatever. The comparison shouldn't be, it shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be there, because it should be a personal matter. Success to me is completely different than success is to, Deanna Pacheco. And Deanna Pacheco's success is completely different than Amanda Pacheco's success, because everybody is at such a different point in their life. And so success looks so different to everybody. And that's why it's not fair to look left and to look right. you create your own success. You define it, you create it, and you do what it takes to get there. And that's what I love. I think something that we need to talk about more in Mary Kay is just really appreciating the value of being an entrepreneur. Like, we are women who get to be entrepreneurs, and that is extremely exciting. We need to wake up excited for what we get to do that day and feel blessed, because there are so many women in this world that live in other countries that would trade places with us in a heartbeat because they just are longing for an opportunity like we get to have every day, and we just wake up to it. And then, stop worrying about the outcome. When it comes to that goal and that destination, you're going to get there. And when you get there, you know what that outcome is going to be because you did all the work to get there. So you know what the outcome is going to be. Sometimes people say, oh, well, I don't know if it's going to happen, or I don't know how it will happen. You don't know how it will happen until you start doing the work. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm closer and closer to where I want to be. And that will really slow down your cars. If you're really worrying and looking left and right and up and down and waiting for everybody's approval, you really need to just look forward and focus. Think about what you can control. This is something that I do on a daily basis. When it comes to just that time where your head is in a funk, this is a huge tool that I use. I write down things I can control, and then I write down things I cannot control. There are certain things that you can control. Making booking calls is something you can control. If your dog throws up on you, that's something you can't control. And so there are certain things that I know I can do every day. The only reason why I'm not doing them is just because of a simple choice and a simple decision. And so that's what I love to do. I love to start my day out like that. If I'm waking up with fear or worry inside of me, I love to just sit there and evaluate what can I control right now in this moment and what can I not control. And that is really powerful because it allows you to just let go and just do what you need to do and focus, not worry about everything else going on around you. And then number 5 is distraction. And so imagine I'm driving that car and I'm eating, I'm texting, I'm putting on my mascara, I'm, feeding my baby goldfish in the back seat like this. That is when it comes down to compartmentalization. And we really need to learn how to compartmentalize. So, when I am working my Mary Kay business, I open that drawer. I imagine as if there was like a giant dresser, and every drawer, one drawer might be your husband, another drawer might be your friends, another drawer might be your Aunt Sally that you just love, another drawer might be getting your hair done. I mean, these are all things you're going to do or people that you're going to spend time with. And so what I like to do is I like to open one drawer at a time. And so when I'm in my Mary Kay business, I am 100% focused on my Mary Kay business. And, people always ask me, excuse me, Anna, how is it that you make that amount of money, but you're working, 15 to 20 hours a week? It's because I learned to compartmentalize at a very young point in my business. And what I mean by that is the length of time I've been in my business. When I was a brand new consultant, I was compartmentalizing. I worked my business 3 hours a week, and I had results that people, said that they were working for 20 hours in their week. You know why? Because I was seriously putting 100% of everything I had into my business in those 3 hours that I literally only could work my business during each week. When I first started Mary Kay, I could only work Mary Kay from 9 to 12 every single Saturday. That was it. And I was done because I had homework. I had a full-time job. That was all I could do. But I was making $1,000 a month. And that was incredible at that time. Now, I work a little bit more than that and I make more than that, but I'm not just this hot mess that's constantly, like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm going to sell to this person, do this. No, when I'm doing reorders, I'm going to sit down and do reorders. I'm going to do it all at one time. When I am, voxing people, I'm going to do it all together. I'm not going to sit there and sporadically do it all throughout the day. When I'm spending time with my boyfriend, my fiance, I keep forgetting my fiance, I'm going to sit there and be present and not like be this hot mess that's all stressed out. So compartmentalizing, we all have stuff. We all have stuff that we have to do every day. And, whether you like it or not, it's just the cards that you've been dealt. And so you just have to deal with it and you have to literally open those drawers. And I would tell you, if you don't open your Mary Kay drawer, or if you're just opening it for like a couple minutes each day or a week, then you're going to only get a little bit out of it. But I am very big on opening it and being present and then doing the work that I know I need to do, not like beating around the bush and doing stuff that doesn't matter. I'm doing things that are going to make me money and better my future. when I open that drawer. And then that way you can really attack each task. It's one thing to do things halfway, but it's another thing to do things 100% and do a little bit less of each thing. But that way you attack each task as you're doing it. And I really think that it all comes down to this. So those are the 5 things that I wanted to talk about when it comes to your Mary Kay car. And Mary Kay asked us to do 4 things. 4. And if you were to look at Mary Kay's handbook from when she first was training Mary Kay consultants, she said that these are the 4 things that we need to do. We need to book, so we need to make bookings. We need to contact people and get facials on our date books. We need to sell the product, which is easy because when you have bookings, you're going to sell the product. We all know that. When you coach your parties, so coach is the 3rd thing you need to do. When you coach your hostess to invite her friends and invite their friends, you're going to have a successful appointment. And then when you share the Mary Kay opportunity, those are the 4 things she asked us to do: book, coach, sell, and recruit. And if we did those 4 things, she said your business will prosper. And so if you're doing one of those things, but you're not following through on the other thing, that could be a hole that you need to work on, becoming better at. And so book, coach, sell, and recruit. And how often do we overcomplicate this? I know as women, maybe one of the things is to make goodie bags. That's not in there. Mary Kay didn't say go make goodie bags every night. That's not what she said. She said book, coach, sell, and recruit. So of course you're going to have to do those other things, but we need to really keep it simple and, and just love on people in the process. When you're at your appointments, when you're at your sharing appointments, love on them and just be excited for them and care for other people, and you will have amazing results in your business. Okay, and now green light Mary Kay car. So now this is when your Mary Kay car was slowing down a little bit, but now you're like, okay, this car needs to ramp it up a little bit. We need to put a V6 in this baby and get out of here. One thing I wanted to touch on really quickly is just love being an entrepreneur. Fall in love with your business. Fall in love with the fact that you get to wake up and you have unlimited choices. There is such thing called a glass ceiling, and in corporate America, that is why Mary Kay started Mary Kay. She didn't want women to have that glass ceiling where you think you can go higher in the company, but you're not going to. Like, somebody's going to beat you there. Mary Kay wanted us to have unlimited potential, and we do. And so I think we really need to fall in love with that. And I love saying, I have this little hashtag, but I say I'm a mompreneur. So basically an entrepreneur that's a mom. And so, fall in love with that. Be in love with that, and other people will love that for you also. So a couple quick things to getting your green light car, your green Mary Kay car, like on its way and ready to rock. The first thing is to network. Always network. Never be afraid to open your Mary Kay mouth and tell people about this business and tell them about the products and ask them to have a facial with you. Work smart and not hard. And this really goes back to that compartmentalization and just, doing what you need to do. And then all those little details you can delegate out to other people. Deal with the challenges that come your way. We're all dealt a certain hand of cards, okay? It might be, and I pray for all of you every day, but some of us might have health issues. Some of us might have kids that need extra attention, or whatever it might be. Your parents might need extra help or whatever. We just have to deal with those, and we have to know that because we choose to be entrepreneurs and because we choose to work our Mary Kay business, we have different options. We have choices to be able to help those situations better. Be passionate about what you do. Wake up every morning excited for being in Mary Kay, and then also that you get to do this business. And I love this. The definition of entrepreneur is to create value for others. It's a way of life. Entrepreneurship is a way of life. It's a way of being. It's a lifestyle. And I love that. This week I'm super excited because Kyle and we're going to just take off one day. And I'm so excited. Like, we might go to Tahoe. We might go to Santa Cruz. We might go to wherever. But I'm so excited because I have the money now, and I made those choices, last week to see new faces, that I have that cash in my bank account. And it's not even a big deal. Like, I'm excited. I'm like, let's go get massages and do, fun stuff while we're there too. And so, and then spend the night and, just enjoy. And those are the things that I work hard for. I am an entrepreneur, so I can enjoy those things on a Tuesday afternoon or whatever day we choose to go. And then create new goals and challenges. Never settle and be like, oh, well, I finished my 15-item challenge. I think I'm done for now. No, there's always something new to focus on. And if you need help defining that, if you're new and you're like, I don't know what else to do now, always keep in touch with your director, AKA me. And I will give you a new challenge, and I will coach you, and I will help you get to where you want to be. And then play the hand you were dealt. Rock it out, sister. Like, love the hand you were dealt and be thankful and gracious every day. Wake up excited for what you get to do. And always ask yourself why. I was going to read you guys a really super quick quote that I read this afternoon. And this is from an entrepreneur named Cameron Johnson, and he is like 14 years old and he's a multimillionaire. He comes from a middle-class family, and he's an absolute entrepreneur. And somebody asked him this. They said, so often I hear people say, I want to make more money. The problem with that is that if it's not specific, so any amount would be suffice, right? What are your thoughts on this, and how do you manage to achieve the goals you set for yourself? And Cameron answered, I think the more important question to ask yourself is, why do you want to make more money? Is it so that you have more free time? How can you create more free time without more money? There's always a way to better define your goal than a dollar amount. No dollar amount will ever be enough. If you want to save $25,000, once you've done that, then you'll want to save more. So first, always ask yourself why. And I loved that because you always want to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I working my business? And so always have that clear vision of what you want and what you're working towards. So those are my tips for your Mary Kay car this evening. I hope that all rocked your world. And I wanted to challenge you this week to see 3 to 5 new faces. So new faces as in somebody that has never tried the Mary Kay products with you before and they don't have a Mary Kay consultant. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a selfie with them at your appointment. So you're going to say, hey, this is for one of my challenges. I'm not going to post this on Facebook or anything, but I just need to take a picture with us, to complete my challenge. And then what you're going to do is just post it on our Anchor Facebook page, and then that'll be like your accountability. So everybody that does this will get huge recognition next week on our Hangout. So make sure to do that this week. So just see 3 to 5 new faces. And a very simple script for this might be, it would look like this. Hey, Julie, I'm calling because I'm super excited. My director challenged me this week to see 3 to 5 new faces. And so I was just wondering if I could pop in for like 30 minutes this week and just give you a quick facial and take a quick picture with you and pamper you a little bit. What days are usually best for you? That's literally what I would say. And let her know like you're in a challenge. And what's so awesome about this is that you're going to sell product in the process because they're going to love the way their skin feels. And you're going to feel amazing because you're going to feel what that looks like to give people a facial and to, try new faces. And if you're new and you're like, oh my gosh, Anna, I don't know how to facial somebody or whatever, it's okay. Just bring your starter kit, watch your DVD that came in your starter kit and just go and work. And don't worry, just do the work. And honestly, you'll learn along the way. And so that's my challenge for you for this week. And so I'm so excited for you guys for being on tonight. We had 6 viewers tonight. And so I'm going to keep this recorded. So if you want to let your team members know too, they can watch this by tomorrow and then it will be deleted. So that is pretty much all I have for you. And I hope you guys all have a super powerful week, and I'll see you tomorrow night at our Monday night meeting. Bye guys.